All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We had a full plan for tonight. Like we were pretty specific during the day, very specific. I'm talking to these kids like, hey, you see what's going on? We're invading Venezuela. The other guy's like, did you see that the aliens are coming? And like, they're talking about aliens and the alien invasion. And we're like, all right, yeah, we'll hit it. And then something way more, this became way more fun just winging it. It really did. Because then I came in here and we started, before we even started, there's so much going on right now. You guys can't see what's going on behind me, but it's really funny. It's really funny. And we'll get to some of it. The first right off, Arizona, Angela. What's happening? Happy birthday to Angela. She's been a fan a long time. Her and Travis, we're going to see you guys out there in Arizona. I saw Heather and Thomas. Thank you two for coming down. Rainey, Courtney, all you guys. I'm going to see John next week. John's just went through a lot. Christine, mail lady, Long Island. She's going through a lot with her parents. So if you see her, send her some extra love. So to all of you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, okay. I told you, by the way, hey man, I'm checking out companies. Who would be good to go with? And we have ideas. I have, because it's hard for me to sell stuff. It's really hard for me to sell if I'm not into it. I'm just being honest, right? So we looked at some places and then found one. On the Zoom with them, everything we do is this, and we come from a good place, and everything they were saying, like, oh man, I use that. Oh my God, my wife does that. Oh my God, yeah. And so we kept going back and forth. Then I had to show it to my wife. I said, I got to be honest with you, hon. We got this company. They want to be the first one on the show, and I don't know. She's like, let me see it. And my wife's plowed through this, and she was like, you know what? I approve. D-approves. So once it's D-approved, I'm like, all right, let's do it. My man got all excited. He got a brand new haircut. He got brand new shoes. Grew a mustache and started showing up with red glasses at night. He was all jacked up. But anyway, laughter. You guys can't hear it, but there's like a guy way down there. He used to come in here with his Yankee hat on. Just like, look at Yankees go to the series. And then he, dude, the more I know him, he's like this humble bear. You're that dude. You're this. Let me walk in like this, and I work out. At the end of the day, he's just a really soft, cool guy. Dude, I said, today, this kid, can I say it? Do you mind? First of all, he's a big dude, right? He's like, this guy's got the I check my testosterone. He's healthy. He's there. You got to see my boy hook you up. Working out. Every time I perch up, as soon as I hurt my ass, like, dude, you got to talk to my boy. He'll say, pick your ass up. Okay. He'll get you back in the game, Breuer. But today he's like, hey man, I might be going to Africa. Like, what? What do you mean you're going to, like, what part? He's like, Namibia, or wherever he said. Yeah, where? Zambia. And I went, oh my God, that's so cool. He goes, no, it's like a mission trip. And I was like, I never said, you never let that out. He's I judged you, dude. I judged you. I didn't judge him hard. I knew he was like a good guy. I didn't expect this, like, and he told me his whole plan. He doesn't want to talk about it till after. He's like, I'm going to raise money and I'm going to do like a charity event. And I'm thinking about, he said 1,000 miles. So I was like, hey, you might want to think about an event a little longer. I'm going to run across 1,000 miles to raise money, which was, again, that was very kind-hearted of you. Don't hide that all the time. Oh, amen. Thank you. That was Pastor Jim. Thank you. So I go, okay, today was the first day I'm going to read this this wellness company, right? And I go, okay, I'm memorizing it. And I didn't have to memorize it because I have it. Like when I travel, we went to Tanzania. We went to Africa for 5 weeks. I take these kits that I talk about. So the clip was supposed to start the show, okay? Now I'm downstairs, I'm writing notes. Me and the guys had some stuff going on. And then he comes along, Jamie comes along, and he's like, this is, do you mind if I? Yeah. Okay, come here for a second. Come here for a second. This is Jamie. Who's the genius behind, I'm very blessed to have you.
I appreciate it.
No, and I mean that.
Here we go.
Yeah. No, you were honest. You came walking up. It was like, it's like 3 minutes before we go live, right? And he goes, hey man, you know that wellness video we did? I'm right. I went, yeah, it's like 4 minutes. I'm like, okay, did you edit it? He goes, no, it's not. It's like we were gonna play the top, but I don't. We may lose people real quick. I said, well, let me ask you, does it look good?
It looks great.
Are you sure?
100% looks great. Promise.
They're going to be the judge. You guys are going to be the judge right now. All right, you're going to watch this. Say what you want to say. Say whatever you want to say. But I believe in this. So I already know. You could try every little, you could try it all. I'm ready for it. Don't giggle, Kyle. I'm going to get Kyle out here too. Kyle's like one of the Winnie Pooh characters. We're gonna get to Kyle later. Kyle always comes up to me. He's like, "Can I ask you a question?" Sure, Tigger. What would you like? Mike is going crazy in the other room. Go for 2,000 miles, Mike. Oh my God, I want to do charity, but not like this. I will tell you this, charity's good. I've done, try walking a mile first before you decide you're going to run for 1,000 miles. And again, 100 miles. All right, that's different. 10's respectable. 10's respectable. We're in Naples. People should be down. It's got to be someone in Port Royal going, I'll pay for his entire trip in charity now. Will he mention my boat? It's called Thou Shalt Look at Me. All right. I'm getting hopped up. Why'd you sit down? So can you explain why we gotta? What? Okay. Yeah. Just what I said, but is there anything you're leaving out
about this new partnership?
Yes.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think they're going to enjoy it, and I also think it's a product they're going to want to use.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. See, now, if you were doing the show, they would have turned on you because you look like a seller. This is a product I think they can use. We'll be back after these messages. You know what? Maybe we should do that once in a while. Like that would be funny as you, but you got to dress like that. You have to go over the top salesman. That might work. Hi, the wellness company. Fantastic. My wife uses it. My child uses it. I use it. Anyway, all right, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. So, how long is the video? 3 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Let's have an over/under bet. Are you going to last? No, we don't want to do it. We don't lose anyone. But just be honest. We're going to play it. This is my first one I've ever done. I've never done this before, but I thought I was natural. I thought I was supernatural because there was like certain things that I didn't know, like www//gym. I'm like, all right, but I got to read that. But the rest was a lot easier. All right, check this out, and then we're going full-blown nutso. There's a lot going on today. There's a lot to be revealed today. All right. Tell me what you think. Here we go. First one. I'm super excited to talk about this because A, I believe in it, and B, I participate in it. I actually own what I'm going to talk about. So imagine you wake up, you have a sore throat, you have a fever, and it hits you overnight, and it's going to be messing with your work. You're going to call a doctor. You're going to walk into a clinic and stand there for hours and lose work? No, that's not what you want to do. I've dealt with this before. I go on the road. I travel to other countries. What you want to do is just go right to your cabinet. You open up your medical emergency kit from the wellness company. It's really that easy. And then what you do is you match your symptoms to what the doctor recommended. There's a whole guidebook. And then you start the treatment. It's really that simple. And it's immediate. So there's no waiting for anything. It's right in your house. It's not a first aid kit. It's a mini urgent care. It's right at your fingertips. You have 8 hardcore medications. You got ivermectin, which I have a lot of. You have you have like a generic Z-Pack. You have amoxicillin. And there's like over 30 common conditions that are covered when hospitals or a doctor are unavailable. So, there's no waiting rooms. There's no pharmacy. There's none of that. You're not waiting in line. It's just right to the medicine when you need it. And so many times I need it on the road, or like I said, I go in other countries and I have this. I truly believe in my heart of hearts, everyone should have one. And you don't have to worry about expiration dates. I looked into this as a U.S. military study. It was published in the National Library of Medicine, and it found that 90% of 100 plus core meds, they're safe, they remained safe, they're still effective up to 15 years and beyond. I've used some of these packets 2-3 years old already. We went to Tanzania, I needed it, had it. I went to Costa Rica, it was 6 years old, I used it. It worked immediately. And the best part, ordering is very simple. At checkout, you just complete a short intake form, and a licensed doctor will review and fill your prescriptions. And your kit arrives in about a week. I'm telling you, be prepared. You're going to save yourself time. You're going to save yourself money. The medical emergency kit puts urgent care right in your hands, okay? So here's what you do. You head to twc.health/gym and use the code GYM, and you're going to save $45 off, plus free shipping. Yeah, man, there's nothing worse than illness catching you off guard. Don't let that happen. So that's twc.health/gym, and then use the code GYM, and I'm saving you $45 off plus free shipping. Kits available to U.S. residents only. So be prepared with a medical emergency kit. You never know when things are going down. You can get it right from the wellness company. Visit www www.twc.health/Jim. Use the code JIM, and you're going to save $45 off and free shipping. U.S. residents only. I'm telling you, I live by this, and hopefully you will too. Okay, I just remembered Mike. Oh, shoot. I just recorded. I apologize. And you know what? I made the video, but that's on these guys. You were not looking out for me, bro. That way, why didn't you edit that down? You know, I might have made people violent just now. I made it like, oh, I'm tired of this. Shut up. Oh my God. And you know, we started talking about it, and then I realized I was still talking. And then I was like, oh my God, they're really into that chick. That's the second time. And the dude behind the camera is like, I have it on a loop. I think there's 4.5 loops. Like, what? How long am I talking? Oh my, we're doing that over again. We're doing that over again. The next one's gonna be like 30 seconds tops. I'm just gonna go $45 off. Next sponsor. Oh my God. I'm going to post, by the way, the honest opinion. I really did start recording in the middle of that. I was so embarrassed at myself. I was so embarrassed. So I'm going to post this. And you know what? I made the video, but that's on these guys. Yeah, I'm going to post this because that is Well, I can't read your comments, so thank God. I'm sure I'll read them tomorrow. So last night, I tried out some material in Sarasota. We filmed it. You guys you filmed it, and
I'm ready to go.
Did you send it?
Yep.
Okay. There were two of the guys here. One is Kyle, the Winnie the Pooh character. He is. He's like, he needs a stuffed animal. There should be a stuffed animal. Can we sell a stuffed animal, Kyle? Just a little. I want a Kyle about this big, just like, can I ask you? You got to pull a string. Can I ask you something, Mr. Breuer? With like Pooh music. Come here, Kyle. Kyle rules. So yeah, and it's for the tour, and it's listen. I'll be honest with you. I'm playing Clearwater, Florida, the end of May. I'm pretty confident that's going to sell out. God willing, I think it's going to do good. It's already doing good. But I'm looking for places to try out material. And this isn't New York City where you can bop in, do 15-minute sets. So I went to McCurdy's last night in Sarasota. If you've never been there, it's like a mom. He's owned it forever. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. He talks forever. He had these two dudes. How old are you, Kyle? 19. 19! Dun, 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 dun. Ryan, how old are you?
24.
You're 24 and 19. These guys... I had two 80s legends in the house last night. This is like, I guess, what Chubby Checker must have felt like if he made it to 70 years old and he saw like Elvis and maybe someone else from his era, and everyone else is like, who is that guy? You're like, you don't know that? So last night was Scott Baio came. I think, see, I got a wow. Wow. Yes. Scott Baio came. Right now, people Googling, everyone under 30 is going, was he in the Eminem era? No. Everyone, anyway, super down to earth, good human being. And I'm sure he'll see this, but we are going to play wiffle ball. I'm going to my trainer, not my trainer, but my massage therapist. For those of you who haven't watched the show, a couple weeks ago I was on here and I was explaining, it's actually this ass cheek. I pulled an ass muscle. It's this one. But it feels okay right now. So the gun is working. Dude, I got to get this massage gun. It's like the size of this. It's really, I just pray to God there's no secret cameras going, I knew that about Breuer. I wish I was kidding. So we're in the green room. Scott Baio comes out, says hello. And then comedian. When I was growing up, this guy was huge. It was Yakov Smirnoff. All right, just like the vodka, Smirnoff. And he's Russian. And so Google him. Just Google him and check out, look at his face. He would, when I tell you, like rocks, a lot of you at a certain age, you don't understand. I mean, and I don't mean that as like, you kids just don't get it. What I mean is, when you're influenced by something and you're influenced by a time era of you growing up and you see them, these guys had no clue, but I'm like, I'm in the green room going, Yakov Smirnoff? And, he's not doing work right now, but back in the day, Johnny, God, even saying Johnny Carson, a lot of people, did you guys know who Johnny Carson is? Kyle, you don't know who Johnny Carson is. Kyle doesn't know who Johnny Carson is. If you're over 50, do you understand the statement I just said? Kyle will never know, nor will he care, who Johnny Carson was. That is such a, Kyle, that's one of the most, it's like a child telling you you're fat. Like he's like 3 years old. He's brutal honest. You're fat. Oh, thank you. He says crazy things. Well, wow. You know why that's amazing? Is because, okay, we're gonna get deep for a second. Just for a split second. We're gonna go in the woods just for a couple seconds. No matter how big you are, think of how many musicians in our time, how many comedians, how many famous people, how many whatever leaders in the world. How long do we really remember them unless they're like in told to you in school? Like, is anyone gonna care about Sinatra in like 30 years from now? Is anyone? Kyle says yes.
Yeah.
You know Sinatra.
I love Sinatra.
Really?
Really big fan.
I should have known that about you. No, because he's an old soul. Kyle's an old soul. He'll say things like, I really like jazz, like old classic jazz. But then before the show, I'll hear, you ever talk to me like that? I'm switching up a bit. So that's interesting that you're like, I want to wake up. All right. I knew to stop that before YouTube was like, you can't sing that song live. Delete him immediately. So yeah, Yakov Smirnoff, he would come on these shows and he'd be like, so I am Yakov Smirnoff, I come from Russia, and his whole, but you, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought it was a little stickier, but he really talks like that. And he saw me last night. He said, hello, Jim. Oh my God, I came here to watch your comedy. And he brought up Nate. Who did he bring up? Nate Bergese. You guys should know who Nate Bergese is. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Nate is huge. Huge. Selling arenas. Do you know who he is? No. You don't know? Kyle. Oh, God.
Apparently I do, though. My dad says I do.
Your dad says you know. You'll know Nate. Anyway, Yakov Smirnoff hasn't done comedy in years. You know Nate, right? He goes to see Nate, sits in the front row, and he's telling me last night, he's like, he just has this thing where he captivates audience, and he takes his time, and I was so inspired by Nate. And I thought, dude, that's pretty powerful, taking guys out of the 80s. Anyway, that's hats off to Nate. I always say you're wrong. Bergese. I'm dyslexic, so I didn't want to mess it up, Nate. My apologies. I'm a big fan. You guys got too quiet at that moment. I don't know, I feel funny. My ass is sweating, my neck is sweating right now. Breuer doesn't know how to say his last name. So with that said, tell me what you guys think about this. A lot of you really liked when I had my father-in-law on, and he was trying to tell the jokes. Well, he's clearly home. He's in New Jersey. He went home and he told the cafe crew in Chester, New Jersey, where we used to all hang out. They all called me and they said, Herb says you're taking him on tour? And I said, well, I thought about maybe bringing him to a gig or two, and he comes out at the end and does the jokes, right? And they're like, man, he can't stop talking about the jokes. So I actually started thinking about my father-in-law, and I can feel him. He doesn't want to be in Jersey, not during the winter, but there's a lot going on there. Your mother, we got to go to the doctors, and they're just at that stage in life, And Herb, I called him up, and he said, hey, Jim, how you doing? I said, how are you doing? You doing? Yeah, all right. All short answers. So I thought of this. I say we try him like next week from the chair he sits in New Jersey. And I'm telling you right now, there's no way. First of all, my mother-in-law is the one who's going to have to figure it out. Otherwise, they're going to have to get a tech, and I'm not going to do that. I think her trying to go, Herb, because every time she tries to FaceTime, this is what she looks like. I'm trying to. Hold on, Jimmy. Hold on. Is everything good down there? That's all I see for 20 minutes is my mother-in-law's mouth. So we're watching Paul's dogs over Thanksgiving, and everything's great. My one neighbor, oh God, she has lumps in her throat. It's been always hard. They say she's not going to live more than 7 months, but she's part of the Lioness Club, and we love her. So these dogs are crazy. And I was like, okay. And then to get Herb on there, I think, and if I can get them talking to each other, because Herb gets very short. He doesn't like being told. Once he's out of the boys' club, he doesn't like to be told anything. And he's always if you say it's supposed to be cloudy today, he'll go, "No, it's not, Jen. It's not what it says on the radar." And he'll do it just to antagonize her. So I think we should try that next week. You guys be into that? Yeah. I think so. Yeah. And by the way, here's what I need to. Instagram, okay? Instagram, I do look at messages. If you send videos, I'm just being honest with you, it's going to be the last thing I say. It's very hard to gain my attention. You got hundreds of messages, but a couple of you started sending me jokes that I can give to my father-in-law. One of them was really, like, he's not going to be able to pull it off. It was an Asian joke. And I'm like, he's not going to be able to pull this off. He's not. I hope that's how he dies. No, I mean that. I hope that's the way Herb goes down. Just his heart explodes from laughing too hard. That would be the greatest funeral ever. I saw Herbie's last words, and they were, come on, Jimmy. Shut up, Mike. Start running. So do me a favor. Please send me messages if you're interested in my father-in-law Herb attempting to read these jokes. And listen, don't be a dick. Don't send stupid stuff. If you want, I'm just going to scroll right through. If you really think you got something, I'll send it to him. Otherwise, why would you waste your time going, I'm going to send him something he can never. I'm not even going to look at it. All right? So here's something that keep us away from the aliens are coming. Did you hear what's going on now? We're going to war with Venezuela. I heard they have a lot of oil. It's getting crazy out there. Make sure you hate the Muslims. Welcome to the television. Trust us. Trust us. We got to keep walking away from this. Anything you hear on there, and if it's super noisy, just be very like, I don't know what's going on here, but I do know this. They're lying. Or they're trying to sell us something. They're always selling something. If it's selling division, walk away from it. If they're selling hate, walk away from it. If they're selling war, walk away from it. Just walk away from it. And let's get back to find the Herbie in your family. How cool would that be? If we can get a bunch of Herbies from, I want to see like an Australian Herbie. I ain't doing it, Jim. I blew it on the first try. I can't. I ain't that quick enough. So with that said, the two guys came down. I'm bringing Kyle on this tour. And Kyle is really... Kyle's going to be filming everything on this tour, which is a lot. It is a lot, right? Are you ready for this, Kyle?
Very ready.
Huh?
Very ready. I'm excited.
I know you're excited. You know why I know you're excited? This is very interesting. So this past, I think it was 2 days ago, I went to a hockey game, and they're not amateur, they're like minor league. They're a minor league hockey team called the Everglades. Right. Blades. The Everblades. Right, the Everblades. You bring your cowbell. They love the cowbell. And I've been to a couple, and they're really good. And the first time I went to an Everblades game is when I my calf muscle completely tore. I was on stage and heard a pop. Oh, God. And the guy that was working at the physical therapist place goes, I'm the guy for the Everblades. And I went, get out of here. He goes, yeah, and if you ever need anything, this guy does surgery and blah, 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 and we do it for I'm like, get out of here. If you ever want to go, I got tickets. They're in the playoffs. I went, the playoffs? All right, yeah, I'll check it out. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't been to a live sports event in a long time. I don't watch football. I don't watch anything professional much. I'll see a clip of somebody. I just don't want it for whatever reason. So I said, all right, it's local. I want to check out a local team. Now I'm thinking it's not NHL. So I don't know what I was thinking, but within 3 minutes of this hockey game, these two guys drop the gloves and they start pouncing. And I'm like, I didn't know this was going to happen. I lost it. I threw my ice cream down. And they won the game, and they won the championship, and it was a phenomenal time. So I am getting to the reason why I know you're excited, Kyle. I'm at the game, and this is another thing. Years ago, I was a diehard Met fan. I still love the Mets. I still will peek in on the Mets. But I was crazy watching all the games. I made the videos in 2015. A lot of you remember that. Some of you go, I don't know what he's talking about. Just get to why Kyle's excited. Johan Santana was sitting to my left, the only Mets pitcher in history to throw a no-hitter. At least it's in the books, we'll say. So yeah, I was like, we're having a good time. My family's having a good time. I go in the hallway, and of all people, this guy comes up. He's like, hey, Mr. Breuer. I go, hey. He goes, I'm Ryan. I went, hi, Ryan. And he goes, I'm Kyle's brother. And I went, what? And he goes, Kyle's brother. I'm Rob's son. I went, oh, get out of here. And it threw me out because he's like a foot taller than you, Kyle. When Kyle comes, I'm going to bring Kyle out here. You're going to have to lower the camera because this is all you're going to see for a while, right here. That's it. So I was thrown off when I saw he goes, I'm Kyle's brother. And I went, get out of here. I said, he's a good kid. He goes, yeah, he's a good kid. And I go, I'm taking him on tour. And he goes, I know. He's like, we're going to Colorado, and we're going to California. I've never even been to Chicago, but I always heard about it. I got to get a piece of it. I might see a Wrigley game. I don't know. I might go horseback riding. Never been horseback riding. I heard we're going to Wyoming. We're going around the world. I've been everywhere, man. But he was excited. You know what's cool about your family? He was generally excited for you. He was excited for you because a lot of brothers would be dicks. A lot of brothers are like, wow, that's great, Kyle. That should be fun. Let me know how it works after about a week and a half when you're bored because you never even slept over anyone's house. Mama's boy. Everyone knows that, Kyle. What's the matter, Kyle? You gonna cry? You gonna go tell mom now? But he wasn't like that. He was super, super excited for you, and I thought that was really cool. And I don't know what's funnier is because the angle I have, all I see is Kyle. I can see everyone else's head, but this is all you want to see. Oh my God, Kyle. Yeah, this tour is gonna be a lot of fun. There's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish the Midwest. Are we picking up at all in the Midwest? So. I'm so disappointed. You guys, where you at? You fishing? You don't like me? It's all right. No. Whatever. It's all good. I'm gonna bring the show no matter what, and then everyone that comes is gonna go. You should have went to the show. And they're like, well, what do you talk about? Like a lot, but I'm not gonna hear. You should have been there. So. Anyway, but the rest are doing. How we doing? I mean, great. Jersey's crushing. New York's Phoenix is. Green Bay, Wisconsin. They're not showing me love. They're showing out. Oh, dude, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Go Packers. What?
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. go, Pack, go, right to the Breuer comedy show. I think that I remember playing, I feel like I played there a couple years ago, maybe not, but anyway, thank you, Green Bay. Thank you for your kindness. See, they're able to come out in the winter and buy tickets. All they did was go to jimbreuer.com and order a ticket, and you guys are still sitting there. Who's still sitting there? Who are we calling out? What state are we calling out? Is LA tanking too?
South Dakota.
South Dakota? Yeah. Well, there's only 8 people there. And not one of them bought it yet? It's like 1 out of 8? 2 out of 8?
Evansville, Indiana is another.
Evansville, Indiana. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, Evansville, I was convinced to go there, okay? I wanted to go there, and then my agent was like, you don't want to go there. And I went, no, I want to go there. And he said, you don't want to go there. I said, why not? He goes, you just don't. It's Evansville. And I said, no, dude, put it on. I want to go to Evansville, Indiana, and I want to be funny there, and I want to bring my tour there. And he said, I would talk to your wife about it. Why should I talk to my wife about Evansville, Indiana? It's a gig. There's a theater there. I would like to play there. And now tickets are on sale, and now I know why he's saying that. But we are going to prove him wrong. We're going to prove him wrong, and we're going to crush it, okay? All right. Anyone else on the naughty list for? We're good. All right. Thank you very much, Green Bay. Green Bay, go talk to Evansville, Indiana, will you? Thank you. Are people still watching?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right, because I got a lot more fun to talk about. So, Kyle, so last night, let me explain to you what happened. All right, we're at the club, and I'm doing my African bit, Tooth. I did a little bit of him. Did I ever air that on a social media?
Not that we've seen that.
The Tooth? I don't know if I did. The diehards, let me know if I did. I started doing it at the end of last year, Tooth. It's going to Africa. And so last night, when I was doing it, I don't write down, like, here is my set list, right? Where's my set list? Shut up, you little punk ass Kyle. Little Kyle's like this. So I just write the set list. I'll write certain words and stuff like that, and then and so this one bit, I go, we're on a safari, and the security guy, I said, do you have guns? And he's no, you got a bell, blah, blah, blah. I do the bit, and I go, what security? And the security is a guy from a Maasai tribe. That's what he's called, Maasai tribe. And I go, and he's about 6'7", 43 pounds, a bit loud. It's so funny, right? So they show's over, and Ryan, who's 20 what? 24. Kyle's 19. They both step up on me. Now, I got Scott Baio here, and we're talking, dude, we're going to play wiffle ball. You're going to, as soon as my ass is all healed up, I'm telling you, man, I'll hit you my curveball. I got Yakov going, I'm from Russia. I'm doing stand-up comedy again. And he wants to hook up with you guys, too. We'll talk about it. He's like, I really want to talk to these kids you have. You refer to kids. In Russia, we refer to kids as steel workers. And the two of them step up on me. They're like, can we just ask you something? And yeah. And I'm thinking they're going to say, like, when you did this, it was really funny. Or when you worked on that, it was really funny. Which they did. They really did. But they go, did you mean, especially Kyle, he's going, did you mean to say 6 and 7? And then Ryan's like, yeah, you didn't just make that up, right? Like, you didn't make that up. Like, what are you talking about, dude? And then And they're trying to explain to me that that's a thing right now. 6'7". That's is it on?
Do this when you say.
Say
6'7".
Like where Kyle's dad knows 6'7"? How does Kyle's dad know 6'7"? Because of his.
He infects everybody. Yeah, that's it.
6'7". Am I gonna trend right now? Breuer's doing 6'7". No, he didn't. Play it again. Dude, he did it. That's crazy. That's 7 times today.
Oh, man.
There's hope for the future. That's plenty of hope for the future. And then today again, anyway, you already posted the video.
Not that one.
Oh, you didn't post that one?
We just posted Jamie.
You posted Jamie? Before the show started?
Yeah.
Before I walked in.
Look at how hard Ryan's like, oh yeah. I'm his best friend. I love when I see him tortured. Don't you miss that as a man? Just torturing another dude. Oh my God. Which one did you post of Jamie?
We posted actually both of the dream ones kind of together.
Wait, let me see. Let me see. I hear Mike in the background. Did he post that?
This is before. No. This is on the bottom. And then it goes and covered up to the front. Look at that cut.
He loves it too. Look at how excited he is.
He left that barbershop like this. He was rolling up at the red light window going. See my new do?
Oh God. That was, yeah. You already played it.
These guys, I said, hey man,
Oh.
should we put these videos up like for
Oh.
a live show?
Oh yeah, listen to this.
Now, granted, the guy got a haircut, it's their boss. Just a little heads up. These guys are like, let's post this right now. He doesn't know, don't tell him. It's just so good. Hey, what's that, a bus?
A bus.
Here's your workers, Jamie. I love your haircut.
So now we're, this is the best. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, these guys make me feel like a kid again. This is so much fun. I'm downstairs and I'm with Mike, right? And I'm with Big Mike. And he's telling me more about his trip, what he's thinking. And Jamie comes in. Now, unbeknownst to me, they already posted. Where's it on? Is it okay? Oh, okay. So Kyle's like, everything you got. It's on X, it's on Y, it's on Z, LMNOP, it's on all that. Okay. So he comes in, and I said, don't. For the record, I was like, I don't think you tell him. I think we just air it. Right? I did say that. Like, at the end, just so you know, Jimmy, they're all like, that's a great idea. We can't tell Mike. Your team took the executive decision going, we're going above my boss and above Breuer. Post it now. This is such a fun environment. Anyway, what was I even talking about, Rob? He doesn't know either. So yeah, we posted that one, and which, by the way, thank you. I got a bit now. I got another bit. That other video. Did you post that one too? The 6'7"?
Not yet.
You didn't post the 6'7"? Can we? You guys cool if we just look at this video? They're going to describe to me And this is right, like, an hour before we went live. Am I lying? Yeah. Maybe an hour before we got live. And before we got live, I'm like, this is what we should be playing on. And I'm like, Kyle, give me your video. And then we started, all right, so play that. This is what I'm dealing with before a live show. Ready? Go ahead.
We gotta get it set up first.
Oh my God, you're pissing people off, Kyle. They're not gonna, don't start your own Instagram page. They're gonna have haters. Kyle, when Breuer says a video, have it ready. God, he's annoying, that kid. Where's his dad? Put him on, I want to talk to him. You got it, Kyle, or no?
It's got like a couple seconds.
All right, take you to, in the meantime, while we're in this discussion, did I tell you about the wellness company? I'm kidding! I'm going to save you some cash. I do use it, though, I swear to God, on my life, as God is my witness, on my life, all right? Take your time, Kyle. We got all day. I feel like, you know, this reminds me of a story, okay? You guys are going to like this. So one time, I'm doing and remind me where we were going. We're going to the video, but I don't want to see now. Now we're going to go in the story. So I get invited to a Music Cares benefit. That's for famous musicians into sobriety, okay? So with that said, it's the singer of Metallica, okay? This is years ago, and he's sober, and they're celebrating it. And whenever he would call, he would just nonchalant, I forget, he's in a different world. He's in a different world. Right? And I'm like, so what's this? He goes, hey man, would you want to go up and like say, you know, a couple words, and then, you know, I'm presented with this award thing. It's kind of cool. Everyone is there sober. I went, yeah, sure. And that's all I get. Hey, can you show up December, blah, blah. He doesn't, when I walk in the room, right, I walk up, I'm like, wow, there's a red carpet here. There's cameras everywhere. Like, what is going on? Actually, he was smart for not telling me, because now I'm looking at, here's the group from Alice in Chains. I'm like, Alice is wow, Alice in, oh my God, these guys, is that Ozzy? Is Ozzy? Freaking Ozzy's walking by with his whole friend, right? Like, oh my God. So the night, I wish this was shown to the public, because as a hard rock fan, as a music fan, I will never forget sitting in the audience. Now next to me is like, oh, that's another thing. This chick is sitting next to me. She's beautiful. She's naturally, like, just looks natural, and she's with a guy. He's all tatted up, right? And my wife's next to me, and James is there, and his wife's there, and I go up and I say my thing, and I got heavy and funny. So I got up and I basically alluded to, you know, I hate the phrase, I always did, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Why? Because some of the deepest messages I ever got in my lifetime that made me think deep from my soul and really take spiritual journeys was from music and certain lyrics. So I always thought the demons were like, this is too powerful and inspirational, sire. It's causing way too much love and too many people to think. Well, then send them vaginas, breasts, and lots of mayhem. We'll demoralize them with nudity, and we'll make the boys dress like girls. I love it, sire. Pass the drugs along, sex, drugs. And now this is, and I didn't go that big, but I did. That was one of the points, right? So I get kind of heavy. And then I said something like, you have no clue how many lives you've changed. So I get, you know, I'm trying to be funny and a little heavy. But in the meantime, I'm staring at Ozzy. Ozzy's in the front row, just looking at me. And I'm like, I can't. And I looked at him, and this is one of those calls. Do you do it? Do you not do it? Do you do it? Do you not do it? I did it. I'm like, I can't believe I'm in front of Ozzy Osbourne. Ah, dude, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. And he was cool, and his family was there, and I have a lot of respect for them. And when it was over, on my life, as I came off the stage, I'm sitting over there. I come through the door, and that woman sitting with us, right? She comes up to me, and she goes, "Hi, that was..." On my life, this is true. She goes, "That was so beautiful what you said," right? And she starts like holding back tears. She's like, "It was..." Oh, no. She goes, "No, it was really powerful, and it meant a lot. I'm Sandy." I said, "Well, nice to meet you, Sandy. I'm Jim." She goes, "Yeah, thank you." And I said, "Oh, no, anything for James," right? And we sit down, and then later that night, we're recapping. Me, James, and my wife, we're all sitting around, and I said, Who is that chick sitting with us? That came, she came up to me, and she's like, her name was Sandy. And they're like, "Yeah, that was Sandra Bullock." I went, "What? Are you serious right now?" And it was Sandra Bullock. I had no clue. It was like, oh my God. All right. So as the night goes on, this isn't even the best part of the night for me, okay? Now you've got Velvet Revolver with Alice in Chains, with James Hetfield, got all these different bands jamming these different, a Pink Floyd song. James is singing some Alice in Chains song. I was just sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe no one gets to see this. And just when I thought the night couldn't get any better, there was a big thing about the night because Tom Waits, who, no disrespect, I don't know anything about him, not my music genre, so I don't really know Tom Waits. And the people that know Tom Waits, they're very like, hey man, this is like top tier stuff, okay? I had a manager who's like, oh man, I'm into jazz. Like, Tom Waits, he freaked. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Tom Waits is closing that night. He's coming out, he's playing a piano. I've never seen the guy, okay? I just had a medal. I'm in heaven. I see Ozzy. I wish you were here. He's doing a Pink Floyd song. And the MC goes, thank you, everyone, blah, 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 blah. Please welcome Mr. Tom Waits. And everyone there is like on eggshells because Tom Waits is here. He wasn't going to show, but he did show. This is really special that Tom Waits is here. And Tom Waits doesn't come out. Greg Bernhardt, comedian, he did some TV back in the genius. He's emceeing this. He has to come back out. Greg comes out. He's like, Tom's not ready. They're fixing the piano, and he holds the audience, a heavy metal rock audience, musicians, Ozzy. He's holding that audience, right? That's what Greg was doing. Okay. Sorry for the delay. We're ready to go. Please, the one and only, Mr. Tom Waits. And we're waiting, and he don't come out. And people are afraid to say something. And I'm like, who is this guy? Like, what, is he Billy Joel? Like, is he one of the Rolling Stones? Like, is he coming out? I didn't know that's his nickname. Like, I didn't know. So a third time, Greg Bernhardt comes out. Okay, this time we really mean it. 100%? Yeah, I've been told 100%. Tom cannot thank you enough for your patience, and what a special treat that he's here and finally here. Please welcome Mr. Tom Waits, right? And ain't nothing happening. And of all the people to break the silence, Ozzy, sitting there with his glasses next to Sharon, goes, oh, come on, Tom, you're not a Beatle. And then 2 seconds later, like the curtain opens, there's Tom Waits. Bling, ding, ding, ding. This is the Batman. Boo, Batman. Like, this is what the delay was? No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrespect Tom Waits or Tom Waits fans, but just like you look at me like a screwball at that moment in time, young Jim Breuer, all I saw was so bad. So, yeah. Now, I went way off the rails. Kyle, what were we talking about?
6'7".
Oh, 6'7". This all really happened. This hit me. And you know what? I'm going to work this out. My next show is what? Sarasota? I think it's McCurdy's, not next Monday, the Monday after.
Next week, Tampa.
Well, yeah. It's 2 Tampa and 1 Sarasota, 2 Naples, and all of them are going to lead to the Fort Myers Theater and the Clearwater, Florida Theater, which, by the way, Clearwater's crushing it. It's my old stomping ground, so I'm gonna hurt that place. And Fort Myers I've never been to, so I'm dying to just beat the living snot out of Fort Myers and get to know one another. So with that said, yeah, this is, if you know a kid, if you have children at home, all right, send video, post it, and you're my age. Are you dealing with this 6'7", and you got to do this? It's a dance. It's a this. I'm uncomfortable doing this. There's 2 things there. Everyone with a filthy mind was like, ugh. All right, you got that, and then you have like, I don't know if I'm into it. You know? All right. Look at these. What is this? What is
What
this?
is wrong with this generation? I did a show last night, and I got this meatball and this meatball. Together, they're like 23. And
Isn't Kyle's laugh?
I said 6'7". I said, I was working at a bit, and I said, in the field, there's a guy, he's a Maasai tribe. He's probably about 6'7", and weighs about 40 pounds. Boom. They're like, did you plan on the 6'7"? No, I just kind of, comedy like, no, you specifically. Now, I'm telling him somebody's, email, stuff like that. I'm like, Tom Brady, X2167. He's like, dude, you didn't just say 6'7". What is it with 6'7"? What is going on with 6'7"? What is it?
It's a trend that started with a song, and then the song became very popular because he said 6'7", almost as like a beat drop. And then edits happened on TikTok for like athletes and stuff. And it just became very popular. So now people just say it to say it. It's a kid's meeting.
Got it. Got it.
Oh my God. My parents felt like when I was like trying to explain to them stuff that I thought was hip and cool. Wow, what just happened?
Well, I was in a. You're going to be fun to bring out on the road, Kyle. I'm going to learn a lot about your isms and all that. By the way, Kyle comes up to me a lot and he'll ask me questions. Some of them are deep questions. A lot of them are like comedy questions. Once in a while, too. What I like about Kyle, he's got like an old man soul. He waits till no one's around, and then he asks the real question that he wanted to ask me. As soon as everyone leaves, he's like, "Can I ask you a question?" Like, okay. Actually, it's more like this. Can I ask you a question? You want to ask some questions, Kyle?
Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay, you have a couple? You want to come out here? Can they see you? Is that okay? You're not self-conscious, right? Where should we?
Chairs?
Yeah, let's pull up chairs. How, can you see us up close? Should we get closer?
Keep you right here.
Yeah, this is good? Okay. We got to get rid of this, though. This looks ridiculous. You want to be black or white? Let's have a vote. Should I be black or should I be white? Should Kyle be white or should it be black? Okay. You don't have a microphone, right?
Not at the second.
Okay. You're 19, right?
Yeah.
You're 19. You have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
It would be a little rough with Tori.
I didn't.
I've been advised not to. Jamie actually told me I'd be in trouble if I did before Tori.
Did you see the way Jamie looks right now?
I actually have
You're gonna take. You're great. Jamie's got his hat on because he's uncomfortable with his haircut. Listen, I don't know what kind of deal he made at the barbershop for that video, but he's wearing a hat. He's wearing a hat. And I said, why are you wearing a hat? He's like, dude, I want to see my head. So, that's on you, bro. That's on you, bro. He's wearing a hat. How much he charge you for you to wear a hat? Okay, sorry. Would you want to say something about Kyle?
no, something about Jamie. I wanted to.
Oh, yeah, that was stupid. I said Kyle, and you're right here. You want to say something about Jamie? Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, what is your genuine thoughts on his haircut now that he got it just trimmed?
I have. Hold on. Jamie, is this all day? Is this all day?
What's happening right
Yeah.
now?
What's happening now is not all day. This is only when the camera's rolling.
Yeah.
This is. I thought you were getting cocky, like excited with the mustache and the glasses. These guys are just like, yeah, now we're taking over the show. Post this video, post that video. What do you think of this guy's haircut? Yeah, what's up, boss? I'm Kyle in the house. Start making the t-shirts that look like this. I will say this. Been there, done that. In my early years, he's still somewhat. Listen.
This is my leather pants.
Yeah, correct. Jamie, you gotta understand something. Where Jamie's at in life, how old are you, Jamie?
26.
26? 26 married. How long you married?
A year.
26 married a year. That's exactly where I was. I was 26 married, playing comedy clubs. My wife's like 22. I will tell you this, the first time I got invited to LA, I had this manager, and he's like, come and do a showcase at Live at the Improv. And I was like, oh my God, that's a famous TV show, okay? 26, married. I did one set at the Improv. The next day, I walked across the street on my life on Melrose Place, and I bought a loud blue suede, a complete three-piece suit. So when I look at Jamie with the mustache and the glasses and the shoes and the outfit and the whole thing, he's exactly where he's supposed to be. He's exactly. I wanted leather pants. I wanted a kangaroo. I wanted to be like the white Michael Jackson, but my animals were cooler. He's at that age. Listen, he's at age. He's morally grounded.
Okay.
As long as Jamie's morally grounded, I'm pretty sure he's morally grounded, he can have funky hair. If his leather pants and kangaroo is Freddie Mercury haircut, the shoes, the hat, he's doing a killer job, and I mean that. I like watching. I'm sorry, I'm bossing you. Listen, I got a chicken neck. Okay, I got sunspots now. I have my daughter, she pointed out to me, see this thing on my nose? It showed up like 2 months ago, and then in the middle it was like a pimple, and my daughter looked at it close. She's like, "No, Dad, those are blood vessels." I'm like, "What do you mean they're blood vessels?" She's like, "Yeah, I think that's it. They're there. 58. You got blood vessels." I'm like, "Blood vessels on the bridge of my nose?" She's like, "Yep, that's what you got." So I'm not gonna. Anyway, what I'm saying is, we all have our. I like your confidence, Jamie. That's what I think of his haircut. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
My next
Does this work? Yeah.
my next question is.
But you really no. Let me ask you a question. let me ask you a question. When you and Jamie are just hanging out,
Yeah.
right, you bust each other's chops.
Yeah.
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 He busts chops.
I'd
Okay.
say.
Okay. How long you know Jamie?
Year and a half now.
Okay. All right.
Jamie took me under his wing.
Okay. And you're starting to fly.
I'm learning how to.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. What you got?
Relates to birds, actually. I was talking to Lou from the comedy show, and he told me you do a really, really good pigeon impression.
Lou. Oh, all right. What Kyle's referring to last night, McCurdy's, Sarasota. The opener that I had just come and do some time was a guy named Lou Angel Wolf. He calls himself Fat Geldof.
Okay.
What is Geldof from? You don't even know who Geldof is. You don't know who Geldof is. Oh my!
Is that a
God.
character from a show?
Do you know who it is, Rob?
Yeah, but he's not my kid anymore.
Wow!
Oh, Scott Baio.
He doesn't know Scott Baio. He doesn't know Yakov Smirnoff. What is it? It's not Lord of the Rings. It's the Harry Potter. Geldof with the long blood. It doesn't matter. Okay, he looks like a fat. Huh?
No, it's Gandalf. It is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, Gandalf. He calls himself Fat Gandalf, and he does. He's not fat, but he looks like Gandalf. So
Okay.
he said, "What now?"
You do a really good pigeon impression.
When I first started, and my hair was longer, it was funnier watching the hair flap. But now, just doing that is not. That can get creepy. There's too many creepers out there for me to do this on camera. There's way too many creepers. But yeah, my first bit was like a pigeon compared to Long Island and New York. But a lot of people did pigeons too. Okay.
All right, this one's been on my mind since last night.
Wait, before you left the club?
Yeah, it was
Okay, I'm
actually
very
before-
self-conscious about this area right now. All right, go ahead.
What did it feel like to actually get a movie deal? Like, that's huge. Like, to get half-baked?
Okay. Wow, I had no clue this is where you were going. I thought you were going to ask me stuff like, what is your cat's real name? Okay, so you're interested. Did you see that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me what you think in your head what like getting a movie deal is like.
You have to feel like you're the man. Like, you feel like you could wear the leather pants and have a tiger as a pet. At least that's how I'd be.
I will be dead honest. You do have that feeling. There are definitely times when you have that feeling. I have that feeling. Now I didn't get a deal. How that really happened was I was at Caroline's Comedy Club. It's in New York. It's in Manhattan. I don't know if it's still there. I assume it's still there. I don't know. It was on Broadway. And Dave Chappelle came to the show, and afterwards he said, "Hey man, I want you to be in this weed movie." Why is that funny? I could have done the "Hey man." That's what he sounded like back then. Now he's got "Hey man." He sounds more like that. The smoking "Hey man, hey man." So he said, "I want you. Would you want to play?" He said, I'm pretty sure he mentioned Chris Rock. He was like, "This one's doing it, and that one's going to do it, and everyone's going to do guest appearances, but I want you to play the main guy, my half-brother, Brian." I said, "You got a half-brother?" He goes, "Yeah, I got a half-brother, Brian." He goes, "I want you to play him." I went, okay. Then, why are you laughing?
Because I can't imagine being in your situation there. Dave Chappelle, who everybody tells me is the best comedian ever.
He's up there, but at the time he wasn't that huge. He was growing rapidly. He was really growing rapidly. Like, I was excited watching. He was a kid. The first time I saw him ever was with my best friend Phil, and it was in the Village. And when he first walked on stage, I swear to God, I don't remember any of the material he did. I just watched and went, "Oh my God, this guy illuminated and I had to reach out to him when he came off stage. I went, "You're good. Wow, you're gonna be." He's like, "Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, man. What's your name?" Jim. He's like, "Ah, man, he was really cool." So we also, before that movie, I was working the way I was meeting people. I was on Saturday Night Live and I'm already meeting movie stars and all that. So I'm already sort of around it. I haven't done anything. I want to do it. But yeah, so when he first said that, I also been through the point where I don't get excited for anything. My wife would balance me out. My wife was, thank God, annoying. She was the perfect human, because I'd be like, "Do you understand, hon? After this weed movie, then I sign a picture deal for 6, 7 movies, and then Jim Carrey. Guess what? Jim Carrey and me together is going to be the first $1 billion opening in the history of man." And then I worked with Pesci and dude, I went inside. That's how I feel. But my wife, this is before she found Jesus. She would be like, "Relax, Jim. But don't. I know you get excited. But how many times you go, this is what's going to happen?" And that's not what happens. Just be realistic right now. If you get the movie, you get the movie. I'm like, "No, you're right. You know, right? But then after this movie, we're doing another movie. And I'm going to be in Goodfellas Part 3. What do you mean, boy? Watch me. I'm going to audition. I can beat people up too. You want this?" Yeah, I was off the rails. But I'm still doing Saturday Night Live, and we're filming Half Baked. It's an incredible experience. But something happened there that really changed my life. Dave and I and a lot of people would talk about really heavy stuff, spiritually. I'm being dead honest. He is by far one of the deepest, most spiritual human beings that I've ever come across. And during that set of Half Baked, I saw them whooping it. He was mentally getting his ass whooped. They were pulling him from every direction. And we'd have long conversations. And he just got a dog, which was a disaster, complete disaster. And with that said, he said to me, we have trailers. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you, Kyle. So I was just happy being on a set. Does that make sense? There's no better feeling than you're a car will pick you up at your hotel. And dude, I'm living in someone else's house. My dad was a garbage man in World War II. My mom worked for Pan American Airlines. It's like her fourth guy. She's got 7 kids. My dad's got 3 kids. We're the white trash. We're blue collar. And now I'm on a movie. I said, like, I'm going to be in movies, and I'm on a movie set. And it's the best feeling is like you show up and there's like, this is your trailer. I'm like, oh my God. And you go in the trailer, right? And there's food. There's craft. Oh, I got free food. Me just having free food was super exciting. I was beyond excited. And that's another thing. I would get lit up at the end of every shoot. And at the end of every shoot, I'd come in a thing, and I'd get relaxed, and I'd blast Metallica and give myself a con. So I'm kind of just enjoying every moment. And Dave says to me about, I want to say like halfway through, he says, hey man, he goes, be careful. I said, what are you talking about? I know. He goes, no, man, be careful. I said, why do you? He goes, you're next. I can see the way they're looking at you. That's exactly what he said to me. You're next. I see exactly how they're looking at you. Be careful, Jim. Please tell me, be careful. And I didn't understand exactly what he was visualizing or what he saw, but I knew it came from such a deep place. I heard him loud and clear. So at the same time, while you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be in movies, you feel what I would best explain as the vultures coming in. And they're just around all the time, and they're always at your side, and they're always trying to pay, and they're everywhere. And you see them starting to close in. You're like, what is going on? And they keep you busy 24/7. 24/7. They want you thinking about this right there that they're making. So, as much as I want to go, I want leather pants, kangaroo. I want 5 movies. That moment leveled it out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You said you talked about deep things on Half Baked, and I was watching Theo Vaughn with you.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something, chicken hawking.
Oh my God! I didn't know we go on this. Okay. Yes.
I'm just
yes.
I just don't
chicken
really.
hawking.
I don't really understand what it is.
Chicken hawking?
Yeah, I'm just kind of interested as to like, what's the deal with it? Why were you talking about it?
Did I get in detail on?
I just
Theo's?
watched it briefly.
Okay.
It was like
Okay. A little history for Kyle. I had no clue this is where we're going. I really had no clue. I was like, Kyle, you're asking these questions, but none of the questions were even close to this. I didn't know we were going chicken hawking. All right, so just a little backstory. I'm on my first TV show is in Harlem. It's on 125th and 5th in Harlem. It's called the Uptown Comedy Club. Probably one of the greatest times in my entire existence. It changed me on multiple levels, all right? Now, with that said, we became... like I was on Saturday Night Live, and yeah, you get to know people, whatever. And I've been on sets, you get to know. But Uptown Comedy Club, we became a little family unit, and everyone. It was a beautiful thing. I mean, it really was. And the two guys that ran the show, they were the Brown brothers, big guys. The one guy's on 30 Rock. You don't even know what 30 Rock is. He was on 30 Rock for a while. It doesn't matter. Kevin Brown. And the show was doing pretty good in the urban areas, and they go to Hollywood to go meet producers and stuff like that and rub elbows. And we're like little kids because I'm not really getting recognized from this. It's on late, like midnight, 1 o'clock. And they come back and we're all like, oh my God, I can't wait to hear about Hollywood. Like, what is Hollywood? And they sat us down and they said, yo, and they're talking about really great people they met and they're dropping names like crazy. But at one point they go, yo, we saw, and they dropped 3 names. I don't want to mention the names.
Okay.
I don't want to mention the names. They dropped 3 names, and they go, yo, we were at so-and-so's house. And what's funny is the one brother, Kevin is more, he seemed like more business and very matter of fact, and Kevin was more like the non-business guy, just let's just keep the things going. So he's starting to do this, right? He's like, yo, it was too much. It was too much. And Kevin goes, we saw, he says big names. So-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. And he's like, yo, they were chicken hawking. And everyone's like, wow, what are you talking about? Like, wait. And I said, what? And they're running around, they'd laugh, they get up, they run around circles, chicken hawking, you're gonna die. And I said, hold on a second, like you. Mm-hmm. I said, what is chicken hawking? And they said, that's when you like sleeping with men dressed up like chicks. And I went, what? And they're like, yeah, man, they were chicken hawking. Some of them were young, and they just put a dress on there, and now, I guess the reference, either way, I didn't believe, I went, what?
I wasn't really expecting.
Are you serious?
That.
You had no clue? You never heard the answer to this?
No, like I actually have no clue what chicken hockey is. Well, until now.
Well, here's the craziest part. You want to go a little heavier?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not going to tell the names.
Okay.
I'm sorry to piss people off, but it's unnecessary. All 3 are still out there. One of them is a gazillionaire. And now his children, or at least one of them, wears what he used to like as far as his type. I'm just being honest. Now, I never saw the chicken hawking. I never saw the chicken hawking, and everyone gets to do their own thing. But I know for a fact that one name, and I saw the kid, I went, oh, whoa. And I didn't want to go down the
Yeah.
But this is clearly, yeah, that was my first real introduction to Hollywood. Chicken hawking.
What's the most demonic thing you've seen in Hollywood?
What's the most demonic thing I've ever seen? Now, this won't be demonic as far as how you may imagine what demonic would look like, but I'll tell you this. It's a story, but it's also like, it's more of the lack of humanity and the disconnection of a morality and a spiritual existence, and how it's broken down. That, to me, is demonic, and I'll give you an explanation. And listen, people become adults and whatever. Entertainers or anyone that wants to make it big, they're all susceptible to offers or become bigger And it until you understand the power of that lust to be better, that greed, that ego to be much bigger than anyone else, you will never understand how easy it's almost like a possession. I'll say that. That's what I think we're missing on the evil boat. People waiting for this, and they're waiting for a tail, or they're waving like, oh my God, he's beating that woman to death. There's deeper layers of evil that we must understand. And for me, this was demonic. I saw I'm on SNL, and I saw a famous comedian come on, and he came on, and before he even came on, everyone, when I say regular people, like the camera guy, the guys that fix the lights, the guys that are just putting the construction and building the sets and the hair and makeup, everyone, I would talk with everyone. And they all said, Breuer, when you meet Farley, he's the greatest, you're going to love Farley. And I went, everyone says that. Like, oh my God, he lights up. My favorite guy, this camera guy, John, goes, Breuer, oh my God, you and Farley are gonna hit it off. I said, oh, cool, awesome, right? So, with that said, I also find out the hairdresser was like, he used to, on Sundays, he used to go to like the Catholic church and feed the homeless and volunteer. I'm like, what? Oh yeah. So with that said, he shows up, and now I see he's got a presence. Now at that time, this is another thing, what I'm going through, not what I'm going through, what I'm living at, I'm doing a one-hitter nonstop. This job's I got out the window. This one's doing whatever. I'm just one hitter, weed out the window. He comes in our room, and I'm thinking, when he goes, hey Jimmy, I know you got weed. I said, I got a one hitter. He's like, let me get a one, right? So he takes the one hitter. Now in my head, the vanity, the soulless of me, the blindness of me goes, oh my God, we're going to hang out like this, and then, then I'll do a movie, and then we'll do and then he might like me, and we'll give him a movie, and then he's making $10 million, and I'm like, and then, Half Baked will come out this day, all right? So that's part of what's going on. I will be the first to admit that. But then I noticed, about 15, 20 minutes later, he's on some other, we're in this little room, and he's somewhere else. Like he's twitching, and he's sweating, and I've never seen anyone bugging out like that in person. I've seen my sister just lit to pieces. She'll call me, hey, Jimbo! Jimbo! And she'll repeat the same cycle. Did I tell you how to change my tire? And it comes back an hour. Did I tell you how to change my tire? So this keeps going. I've seen people torn up, but I've never seen them twitching and doing this. And I was looking at Tracy Morgan, who's in my room with me, and I'm like, that's not. He's like, no, I don't know. And so this goes on. It's very uncomfortable. So we go to our room. I'm like, my God, like what was going on? And Tracy was like, yo, he's on something else. He's on something. That ain't you. That ain't no. He's on something else. And then I saw the nurse was there. And the nurse was like, I'm just here 24/7. I have to work 24/7. And then the producer came in the room and said, I don't know what happened, but he's talking about you two hanging out with each other all week. You are not to hang out with him. Do you understand that? If he calls you, ignore his call. If he asks you out, don't you dare go out. And Tracy wasn't having it. He's like, I'm a grown man with children. You don't tell me who I get to. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to get fired. But I totally am like, yeah, no problem. What happened? Nothing. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what happened. She goes, it's bad. It's really bad. I said, okay, we have people here. I don't know if they were sponsors, whatever. There's people following him around. So Tuesday nights, we're supposed to write, okay? And you're up all night at SNL and you're coming up with ideas. On my life, I sensed evil. And I believe everyone has that sense. You have a sense when something's good. That's your God-given sense. And you have a sense when something's evil. Well, we have one of those windows that like they're like glass stained. You can't really see them, but if someone's standing there, you can see shadow. Someone knocked on our door, me and Tracy's door, and on my life, Kyle, I just got up and I looked at it, and I can sense evil. And I opened the door, and this chick walked in, and we had a couch, and she just sat down. She was like, her eyes were, she just walked right by me like it was nothing, and then sat down on the couch and did one of these. And then another one walked in and sat down. And I'm like, who are you guys? And then Chris came in and he threw stuff on a tabletop. And he's like, shut the door. These are my two friends. And I've never seen people. I've never seen this. I didn't grow up around this. No one in my family has ever been a part of this.
How old were you at the time?
Probably 28. Married a couple years, maybe 29. And I went to I immediately left the room and I went to the head writer's room. Dude, I was freaked out. I sensed evil. I've never seen it. There was so much going on in my head. So I went to the head writer's room and I said, hey man, there's I think they're hookers. No, yeah, they're hookers. And he threw out I want you to know, he threw out powder and he's doing it, and they're like, yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad? Yeah, we got to hope he makes it through the week. We got to hope he makes it through the week? I was traumatized. Like, this is a human being. Yeah, he's a mess. And so I left. I walked out. I went back to my house with my wife. I told her I couldn't believe no one. I saw another comedian there. Chris Rock was there. I said, what are you doing here? He goes, I'm here just in case. I went, just in case. We're all here just in case. And listen, everyone's an adult, but this is how I balance, this is my torment. Is this evil? We're going to watch a human being. And so, it was about 2 days later, and I got a call. My friend Pete Corielli was over. Comedian. He was at my house. We'd always have fun, hang out, talk, do comedy, and blah, blah, blah. Pete's on Sebastian Maniscalco's podcast. Great guy, very funny guy, right? He's over, and my wife picks up the phone. I want to say it was a Wednesday night, and I think it was a Wednesday night after we did a read through, and my wife goes, "Yeah, hold on." She said, "It's Chris. He wants to talk to you." Oh, it's Chris Farley? She goes, "Yeah, he wants to talk to you." I'm like, "Oh man." And Pete's like, "Dude, that's Chris Farley." Pete Corielli's like, "Bro, you should just Farley just calls up like he's nobody, bro, dude." I said, I know, whatever. So I pick it up, and Farley goes, "Hey man, well, why don't you come over to this hotel room?" And I can hear in the hotel room there's people in there. I can hear it. I'm pretty sure I know who was in there. And it's not their fault, but I can tell who's in there. And he goes, "Come on, man, this one's here, you got to come out." I said, "Chris, man, yeah, it's like going on midnight on a Wednesday, and we got to start rehearsing tomorrow." He's like, "Oh, come on, man, the girls are showing up." And I said, "We're good. We're good. I got friends, I got family here. We're good." And he goes, "Can I ask something?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "I want to go in the bathroom. Hold on." He goes into the bathroom and he shuts the door. This guy's making $10 million. He's coming out with Tommy Boy 2. He's the love of everyone's life. Before he showed up, cameraman Johnny, "Jim, Chris is the most beautiful person. Oh my, he goes to church." This is before he showed up. And now this guy, who has all these writers, all these people, all these teams around him, asks me, "Hey man, am I funny?" And I'm like, what? He goes, "Am I funny, or am I just the fat, stupid guy? Am I just the fat? Be honest, Jimmy." I went, "No, you're Chris. I'm talking to a guy that's making $10 million. You can't turn a corner without seeing him. Be careful, Jim. You're next. I see the way they're looking at you." And so I said, "Chris, you got a movie coming out?" I go, Can I be honest with you about something?" I said, "Before you came, Johnny the cameraman was talking." "No, he wasn't." "Oh, yes, he was." "Why?" He's like, "I love Johnny." I said, "He's my favorite guy." And Tim that's always like he's got his drill bit out and he's always putting in a window. And then you have the guy who does the pyros in it. They were all talking about you. Like, "Are you serious?" I want to tell you what. And I said, the chick that does the hair, the makeup and all that, she said you used to go to some Catholic church or so. "Yeah, I used to feed the homeless. And he was talking. He's like, "Yeah, I used to do." I said, "Why? How would I know that? How would I know that about you?" "They told me that." "Really?" I said, "Yeah, they told." I said, "Dude, you're a great. Forget funny. You're a great human being. You just saying that?" I'm like, "No, dude. What am I? You sure you don't want to come over?" "No, dude, we're good. Come on, go to bed, dude. Get rid of those bananas. Go to bed." So the show goes on, and that's another thing. During the read-through, all right, on Wednesdays, you got to be in a big circle. You have people from a network. You have writers, you have the cast members, you have the producers, you have all these people in one room watching as we're auditioning our little sketches. And while Lorne Michaels is right here, and he gets up, and of all things, he's doing the sketch that me and Tracy wrote for him. It was called Break Time, and we trash the place, and then we go back to work, and they go, "Break time," and he's acting it out, and while he's acting it out, this giant blood vessel, maybe the size of half my pinky, white and bloody, hits the table and lands in front of Molly Shannon. And Molly's like, oh! And everyone sees this. You can't hide it. And while he's doing it, he scoops it back up and he puts it in his pocket. Nobody flinches. Maybe I should have said something. Maybe I should have said something. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in shock. I wasn't in shock that this was going on. I was in shock that not one human being said, hey man, we're not doing this. Dude, I don't care when the movie's coming out. I don't care if I lose all the money in the world for you. You need help right now. We're not doing this. And that's when I realized how many human beings, whether you're in entertainment business, sports business, corporations, whatever your business is, how many people could care less about your true self and your soul and the human of you? And that was such a wake-up call for just society. So promoting the movie is more valuable than this human's being life. Hosting the show is more valuable than this human being's life. And that to me is demonic. And that's how the demon works. And you got to know the demon to fight the demon, to be aware of the demon. Because he can't fight the light. He can't fight the light. And when we understand how powerful that light is to stop those moments. And I will tell you this, I learned a very deep God lesson. At least that's how I took it. I wanted to talk to him after the show, but he was surrounded by a bunch of... There were a lot of goblins at his table. I'll just say that. I went up to him, and again, you can feel the dark. They're all looking up like this from the table. And I saw his crew. Some of them are still around. I said, my God, who does this human being have? And time went on. I'm married, I have family, and we're doing things. And then I got a feeling, which we all get, and I don't know why we don't listen to our gut feelings anymore. We'd rather listen to a president, or we'd rather listen to a politician or your favorite rock star or whatever. You won't listen to or you're the experts, or you'll listen to the government, or whoever you put above God inside you, your instinct, the way you were designed. My instinct started saying, call him. I could not shake it. For a week straight, my instinct kept saying, I need to talk to him right now. I swear on my kids' lives this is true. On my children's lives. On my father's soul. And I want people to know this is inside you. This is much more powerful than what comes out of here and from your government and from all the people you're trusting in your lifetime. You just got to give it time to breathe and listen to it. That's part of the noise issue. You got to turn the noise off. And you will become empowered once you can tap into what God designed you to be. And literally, I finally listened, and I called my manager. I said, hey man, I can't stop this feeling. I need to talk to Chris Farley. And he went, yeah man, I'll get something, you want me to relay a message? I went, no. I feel like he needs someone to be brutally honest. He needs to hear from me. I want to talk to him. I really want to talk to him. Okay, man. Now, He doesn't get the number right away. And the show is off for the week. And I'm kind of waiting. This goes on every day. I call back 2 days later. Hey, man, can you get the number? It's really important. I feel the urgency worse and worse. This is my gut feeling. This is months later. This wasn't like 3 days later, wasn't 2 weeks later. This is months later after he hosted. Out of nowhere, it just boom. It hits me, and I can't shake it. And then finally, they said, all right, I'll get your number by the end of the day. All right. He doesn't get it. He said 100% in the morning. And then the headline says, Farley's dead. Now, could I have changed that? Only God knows that. Do I feel guilty from that? No. His path was whatever path and designed, other people's path or design. But what that did for me, I didn't mean, not that I didn't mean, no, I want to go this way. This is how I truly feel, and I don't like hiding this stuff. What I truly felt was God going, the next time I tell you, don't listen to your favorite Republican. Don't listen to your favorite Democrat. Stop listening to this one and this one. I gave you the tool. It's right there. I told you. Now, I'm not mad at you for hesitating, but don't ever question that again. And I never did. Well, I can't say never. I don't do it a lot, but I listen to it more and more. It's almost like, do you know when you feel like, man, I haven't talked to Aunt Mary for a while. Why do I keep thinking of Aunt Mary? You know what? Just call Aunt Mary. And Aunt Mary, I've done this with people in my family where I'm being honest, I felt something was going on with them. And I would call, and my one niece, I remember one day, I'm like, I got to call her. Something's going on. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it. It's like Star Wars. I feel a disturbance in the voice. In the force. I feel a disturbance in the voice. And I called her, and as soon as she picked up, she started sobbing. You don't know how bad I want to hear from you. And in the past, I'd always go, wow, that's crazy. And then after I talked to a couple friends, they went, no, let's stop saying it's crazy. It's normal. It's amazing. The rest is crazy. This is all crazy. This is normal, being able to talk like that. How long have we been on? 2 hours. 2 hours? Whew. Are people still watching?
Yeah.
Are they really? Wow. Okay. Should we cut it? I think we cut it. This was...
Do you want to go into any of the alien shit or no?
No. Oh, yeah. Listen, beware of I posted today. Whatever they're yelling at you, here come the aliens. Watch out for the aliens. It's going to be an alien invasion. The Muslims, here goes Afghanistan. We got to fight Venezuela. If it's not spreading love, and it's not uniting us, turn it off and don't believe it. Don't believe it. Don't allow that to get into you. Hey, man. I want to say, Kyle, thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
You got head, dude. I didn't see you coming out like that. I saw you way goofier. I underestimated you. He asked me about evil. Wow. So yeah, that story to me was, and there's been many more, but that's one of those moments where I saw how evil other humanity, how they'll put fame, money, their big hit, their big movie, their big dollar bill, they'll put that in front of this human being and the soul within. And they knew he was a good soul, and they could care less. They can care less. That's and I'm not pointing fingers, but to me, that's when you say, did you ever feel evil? To me, that was the feeling of evil. So with that said, Start feeling you don't have to look for evil. I think it's really, really, it's not healthy. But you should be aware of it. Because it'd be good to sidestep, and you know when they're showing up with their little apple. Would you like to take a bite of the apple? Like, no, man, I'm good. I just ate. But thank you. I know who you are. Start tapping in there. It's fun once you start. To practice it, it's fun. Well, I'm telling you, sometimes I think I'm like a Jedi Knight. I'm not even kidding you. I'll sit there like, I'm going to see if I can. Oh my God! So I've been talking. It happened today. I started thinking of a friend of mine that does this. He works in Metallica, and I started thinking of, out of the blue for like 3 days. I'm thinking of this guy, and then on my life, I'm like, you know what? I should call him. And the last time, as I'm thinking that, the phone rang yesterday, and he picks up. He's like, dude, I got to talk to you about something. And I'm like, I've been thinking of you for like 3 days. And again, that stuff isn't weird or crazy. It's amazing. It's amazing. Start understanding what amazing is. You guys are amazing. We got a lot of catching up. Send jokes from my father-in-law, Herb. We're going to try to get him live next week. If you liked Kyle's exhausting questions, say we want to see more of it, and tour jimbreuer.com, jimbreuer.com, and I promise you, any other wellness videos, we're going to get right to the point. We're going to get right. And thank you for being patient with me. Many blessings, love, laughter, and go inspire tomorrow. Thank you for all you do, all of you. All of you. Happy birthday, Angela. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jim Breuer here. Tickets for my Find the Funny Tour 2026 starts in February, ends in May. You get all your tickets at jimbreuer.com. Don't go any other way, because it's going to take you in areas that you didn't want to be at. jimbreuer.com. Hit the link of what city you want to go to, and I'll see you on tour. Tickets are going fast, so please, before they sell out, get your tickets now. You know, Christmas present, a little present for somebody. I'm just saying, trying to hook you up. And there's VIP. Take a picture, first couple rows. Just saying, little snap back, boom, boom, me and you. All right, jimbreuer.com for tickets.